Add plumbing connection points. This tool adds plumbing connection points based on the rules and placement locations and settings. In Revit, connection points are 2D families called generic annotations. If you do not want to create your own rules, you can use the default rules and connection points that come with KitchDesigner. That is what we will use now. First up, let's click the Settings button. Navigate to the Plumbing tab, and in the bottom right hand corner, click Restore Default Rules, and then click Connection Point Rules. This will load in 10 different rules that place 5 different plumbing symbols. 2 rules for each symbol. 1 rule is for when families have connectors, and 1 rule is for when families do not have connectors. You can tell the difference over here in the connection point placement section. For families that do have connectors, the connector system classification will equal whatever the specific type of rule calls for. When families do not have connectors, the rule will simply say pipe connectors do not exist. Now let's click Save and verify our plumbing schedule. For our families to get connection point symbols placed, we're going to be looking at cold water size, hot water size, direct waste size, indirect waste size, and gas size. Now let's add our plumbing connections. Double click our view to activate it, and click the Add Plumbing Connection tool. Just like that, we placed 84 plumbing connections. As you can see, all of our hot water and cold water have been placed, indirect waste. As we start clicking some of the equipment, you'll notice that our indirect waste are getting placed over top of the drain connections. Our cold water is getting placed over top of the drain connections or cold water connections. Our gas symbols are getting placed over top of where the gas connects. And even our indirect waste are getting placed on top of our sink bowls. Now let's try tagging our connections. Because generic annotations are not taggable in Revit, our Tag Plumbing Connection tool tags the specialty equipment families. It's also possible to only tag the selected families. Select some families and press the Tag Plumbing Connection tool. If nothing is selected, all of the families will get tagged when you press the Tag Plumbing Connection tool. If you're wondering why our tags do not have any dots at the end, select one of your tags, press Edit Type, and over here in the leader arrowhead, you can add a symbol to the end of your tags. Since we created our tags free end, we can easily just select our tags and fine-tune them. And that is how you create plumbing connections and tags with KitchDesigner's default connection point rules.